What up, y'all? Sparking this blunt. It occurred to me recently that I haven't made a video in a while. So, thought I'd give it a whirl, see what the fuck happens. I get these blunts. They come in a little glass tube like this. Cork in it. So they're all hermetically sealed or whatever you want to say. I don't know if you can read this or not, but blah 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 blah. There's drugs in there. I do my best to avoid the news cycle, but there's no avoiding it right now. So let's address a couple herds of elephants in the room. Nobody in this current administration gives a single fuck about you, your problems, your liberty, the Constitution, your freedom, and neither has any other administration ever throughout the history of administrators in the fucking world. Everything you need to know about the United States government can be gleaned from reading the Wizard of Id cartoon. For fuck's sake. So, just for funsies, I've been watching the left-wing pundits and the right-wing pundits, in the middle of the road pundits, from Riley Terry Cohen and Midas Touch and, the non-mainstream left-wing pundits. And then, their counterparts on the right. And here's my unprofessional, uncouth opinion. They're both full of fucking shit. Okay? Donald Trump's been sued 68 times. Joe Biden's administration was sued 113. I don't even know what Obama's was. It was hundreds. So, who fucking cares? What's that got to do with me and you? Nothing. Government's job is to protect the economy. Every improvement in society that has happened in the history of this country and probably the history of the world has happened because the people get sick and fucking tired of the bullshit and they surround the castle with fucking torches and pitchforks and whatever. That's how shit. Abraham Lincoln was a racist, garbage, fucking ignorant, hateful piece of shit who wanted to protect the economy. The economy. He had saw what had happened in Haiti. He had seen the uptick and the uprise of slave revolts here. Knew full well that slavery was going to quickly become an untenable economic driving force and that they needed to move everything over into manufacturing. That the Industrial Revolution was coming, that the machines were coming, that were going to replace slave labor anyway, and they needed to change over. It had nothing to do with any fucking altruistic. He was a racist piece of shit. He considered Africans subhuman. George Washington had the teeth ripped out of living fucking children to make dentures. Thomas Jefferson fucking raped his 13-year-old fucking slave girls. None of them give a fuck about you. Trump is a useful idiot. Obama was willingly, openly evil. The results are the fucking same. Their one and only job is to protect the economy. Period. All this other shit is just noise to keep you fucking engaged and at each other instead of surrounding the castle. Utah Phillips said 50 years ago, 70 years ago, the planet isn't dying, the planet is being killed, and the people killing it have names and addresses. Cheers. We're never going to vote our way out of the situation we're in. We're never going to do it with the mentality of otherisms. It's China's fault. It's fucking Saudi Arabia's fault. It's Ukraine. No, it's the leaders, air quotes like a motherfucker, the oligarchs that control the materials and the minerals and the fucking resources of these areas and that are fighting for economic control over them that are the problem. You have more in common with the Russian citizen struggling to fucking come up with toilet paper and goddamn money for bills than you do with Donald Trump or Joe Biden or Barack Obama or Vladimir Putin or Kim Jong-un or fucking the list goes on and on and on. Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump have more in common with each other than you do with either fucking one of them. Their interest is a shared interest. No conspiracy theories, no need for it. If a group of people have a shared interest and they control the resources, then those people are going to perpetuate their shared interest. Their shared interest is power, control, and profits. Not survival, not sustainability, not liberty, not freedom, not any of the flowery ass fucking shit in the Constitution. Profits. And no amount of explaining it to people, no amount of proving it to people, no amount of fucking evidence on the planet will break them out of that fucking mindset. It's cognitive dissonance to the highest fucking degree. I haven't owned or driven a car 30 years. I never really drove. I know how, but I never really did much. Why? Because fossil fuels are fucking murdering the planet. And I'm not going to contribute to it. Albert Einstein said when he was eulogizing Mahatma Gandhi that if there's one thing we can learn from Mahatma Gandhi, it's that the true path to enlightenment lies through non-participation in anything we feel to be evil. That's why fuck the American government, fuck the French government, fuck the English government, fuck all governments everywhere on the planet, fuck OPEC, fuck Westinghouse, fuck Northrop Grumman, fuck Monsanto, fuck Bill Gates, fuck Barack Obama, fuck all of them. Because they're all fucking evil. Throughout history, there's been a pattern. Civilization leads to empire. Empire leads to slavery. Slavery leads to unrest. Unrest leads to revolution. Revolution leads to violence, leads to displacement of the empire, leads to a new empire, leads to new slavery, leads to new unrest, and we keep repeating that motherfucking process over and over and over and over and over and over again, expecting different results. We don't need a revolution. We need an evolution. The thing that makes humans different than all the other animals on Earth is that we ask why and then we act with intent. We are the only things that I'm aware of who get to choose how they evolve. And we seem to be content with doing it unintentionally. So, here we are. Evolution tends to take a really long time until there's a large amount of pressure put on the system. At which point the evolution speeds up. There's a jump. Catastrophic events tend to cause evolutionary jumps by putting pressure on the process. That's where we are. So you have two choices at this point. You can either revolve some more, off with their heads, or evolve and find a new way to think. And that's going to have to start with stripping away a whole bunch of fucking programming that all of us are fed since before birth, generationally. It's fucking been taught to our parents and our grandparents and they give it names like anarchy and chaos because they fear we the people being free. And I'm not really a nihilist. I'm not really a pessimist. Although I must seem that way to a lot of people. What I am is a realist. It's too fucking late. You might as well grab your fiddle and get up on the roof. Because as far as humankind goes, we've already screwed the pooch. All this nonsense, hullabaloo, yelling and screaming, up in arms. It's pointless. We're headed towards a mass extinction event. This is clear. Clear as it fucking gets. One that is in large part self-driven and self-perpetuating. Now, if humankind was to collectively somehow magically step out of samsara into nirvana and become enlightened and decide they were all going to evolve consciously, there is an outside chance we may save a small portion of the human race. It's not going to happen. Mostly because for the last few thousand years, every time an enlightened person shows up and tries to teach the world that we can evolve consciously, we kill them. Right away. Just fucking nail them up to something or hang them or tie them to horses. Whatever, we kill them. It's all just a ride, said Bill Hicks. Donald Trump is a symptom. The system was built on a bad foundation by bad people with bad intentions who did bad things. And that was handed down to more people and more people and more people and more people and more people who did the same. Whether it was the ethnic cleansing of the native tribes, whether it was the enslavement of the Africans, the stealing of land from Mexico, the oppression of every non-white male Christian in the fucking country, whether Chinese, Irish, Catholic, women. Make America great for once. America right now is okay for the majority of people. And on a global scale, America is great for the individual. Because the individual here in America has more access to more things than even a rich person might have in another part of the world. If you've been places where real poverty exists, you know that there is none here in the United States. None. There's no. Closest we come is maybe the fucking the shacks down there in fucking West Virginia and what have you. Generational Appalachian hillbillies, but no, they have televisions, they have running water, they have toilets in their houses. There's no poverty in America. We got it by taking it from other people. Most of the work we've done in this country, individuals, has been turned into profit for companies or bombs and guns. Or both.